Hey guys, it's your boy BT back at Bidwell Canyon Farm. How are you today? Nice to see you again. It's been a super long time. I get it. I've been super busy with a bunch of other stuff. So I wanted to make a quick video today on how I build my window casings. We have replaced all the windows in our shitty little modular home. It's actually kind of a high-end modular. It's a Fuqua. I don't know if you ever heard of one of those, but it's pretty dope. It's got the 2x6 framing. Top level. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and let's get right into it. The first step is to get your stoop and sill measurements. You also want to identify any constraints. In this case, I have a switch on the left and a plug on the right. These limit the overall width of the sill as well as the trim that sits on top of it. Next, you'll want to measure the wall thickness in a few different spots and use the largest measurement you find. I like to add at least 1/16 of an inch to this measurement. You'll see why in just a minute. I then like to use some square cut scraps the same thickness as the sill and casing to mark the window itself in all four corners. This step also helps you identify any areas which might require shims. You can see here how the left side wall framing isn't square with the window, and that's going to require a shim behind the casing to square it up. I repeat this process until all four corners of the window are uniformly marked. Now I can get an accurate measurement from the top of the sill, represented here by this scrap piece of wood, to my upper pencil mark on the window. This gives me my inside left casing measurement. Next, you'll get your right hand measurement and the top. Note here, the top board is going to span the entire width of the framing and sit on top of the left and right boards. Let's get some wood. I like to square up one edge of the board with my Makita track saw. There's a number of different ways to do this, but the Makita track saw makes it a snap. Now I have a good straight edge to run the rest of the board through my table saw. Before I run the boards through the table saw, I like to send them through the planer a few times and get them all to the same thickness. In this case, I ran it until the boards came out to 3/4 of an inch exact. Be sure to grab all those pine shavings once you're done. It makes a great carbon material for your compost piles, and we also love to use it in our composting toilet down in our tiny home rental. Yeah. You're a good pup. You're a good pup. Yeah. Oh. Now we have our sill, our stoop, and our 3 inside casing boards cut. We're gonna go make sure they fit, scribe the sill for that little knockout in the window, get them cut, sand them down, and finish them. I think we're gonna use a boiled linseed oil. On this step, I like to hold the sill approximately where it's going to end up, and I give myself quite a bit of wiggle room because the inside cuts will be covered by those inside cases. I'll then stand it up at an angle to get my wall thickness measurement, and then I'll take it back to the shop and make those knockouts using a circular saw and a jigsaw. Now that you have the sill cut, you can dry fit the rest of the boards and identify any gaps or tightness against the window. Make some scribe marks on the boards where it's tight against the window. This is where that 1/16 extra is going to come in handy. Now I'll plane those pencil marks down so I get a nice tight fit against the window. Now that all the boards are cut, planed, and ready to go, I'll put a 220 grit paper on the orbital sander and get them ready for the linseed oil. I'll use a large speed square and the stoop to square up the sill to the window. I'll tack one side and then repeat the process on the other. This is where an assortment of shims comes in handy. I have this 1/8 inch plywood kind of paneling. I just save a bunch of this stuff. So I'll cut off a few chunks. One little slice of that stuff works, top and bottom. Check the top. Beautiful. Nice here. We did that little planer move, so we have a nice tight seal all the way around. It's really looking good. Nice and snug. One thing I didn't think about when I shimmed this over, I left this shim up high and that's not gonna work, so I gotta get my plunge cutter and buzz that off so my top case will go in there. Oops. Funny thing happened while I was recording as my phone went dead, so I was talking to a dark screen for some time. I transcribed a little 1/4 inch mark on the inside of the casing, and I measured from the sill up to that mark and cut my side pieces of trim. All I have left is this top board to put on, and we'll be done. Chowing down, bud. Looks cool, man. Casing complete. What else can I tell you about this particular build? Hey, shout out Life in the Ville. Look at this gear, man. This is some clutch gear. I'll leave a link to their website down below. Not sponsored, it's just run by my bro, Q Dog. Thank you, Q. Your gear is sick. What can I say? I should not be working in it, but it's so cozy, bro. Leave me high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. My